At the end of the test, you will be given 10 minutes to transfer your answers to an answer sheet. Now turn to section 1 of your question booklet.
Good evening, City Police Station. Can I help you? Oh, hello. I'd like to report a stolen briefcase, please. Just a minute, and I'll put you through. Police officer. Lost property. Can I help you? Oh, yes. I've had my briefcase stolen. Okay, I'll take some details. Tell me what it looks like, first of all. Well, it's a soft leather one. You know, not a heavy box type like a man's. And how does it close? It's got buckles at the front. 2 of them. They're gold-plated ones. Fine. Was it locked? No, I'm afraid not. Never mind. Any distinguishing features? Pardon? Any marks or badges on it that make it stand out? Only the brand name. And where's that? It's on the back at the bottom in the left-hand corner. It's soggy. Oh, and there's a scratch. It's quite bad, but small, directly above the brand name. I did it recently, putting it on my bike. Right. Got that. So, what did you have inside the briefcase? Well, all my papers from college. It's so frustrating, but thank goodness for computers, I haven't lost them completely. Yes, you're lucky. I had my wallet in my pocket, so I didn't lose that, but there were also my pens, which I got for my birthday, and a novel I was planning to read on the train. Right. Where exactly did you lose the briefcase? Well, I couldn't believe it. I was standing on the platform. It was right next to me. You were holding it. I just put it down on the floor, but I could almost feel it beside me. I was watching for my tram, because sometimes it comes early, and then next time I looked, my briefcase wasn't there. And what time was this? It must have been about 5:20. No, a bit later. I'd say 5:30 because it was just getting crowded, and the train normally comes at about 25 to 6. Right. If you'll just give me some personal details. Yes. What name is it? What name is it? I'm Mary Prescott. Can you spell that? Yes, it's Prescott. And your address? Flat 2, 41, Fountain Road, Canterbury. Fountain Road. Yes, number 41. And have you got a contact telephone number? Yes, it's 752239 and 52239. Fine. One last question. What would you say the value of your briefcase is? Including the contents? Yes, just a rough estimate is fine. I'm not sure. Well, the briefcase itself is quite new. I bought it last month for £40. I suppose about £65. The contents are worth about £20 or £25 at least. That's fine. Well, if you could come down to the station tomorrow, you can sign this form and have a look at what we've got here. Okay. Thanks. Bye. Goodbye.
That is the end of section 1. You now have half a minute to check your answers. Now turn to section 2.
Play dialogue style with speaker labels and precise pauses. Section 2, Newsreader. This is the 6 o'clock news for Tuesday, 25th of November. And first, the headlines. The Prime Minister has promised to help the drought-stricken farmers in the northern part of the country who haven't seen rain for nearly 2 years. In Sydney, a group of school children were successfully rescued from a plane which landed in the sea shortly after takeoff. Transport workers are on strike in Melbourne over a pay claim, and the strike looks set to spread to other states. And on a fashionable note, there's to be a new look for the staff of Qantas, Australia's national airline. Newsreader. The Prime Minister has pledged today that he will make $250 million available to help the drought-stricken farmers who have not seen rain for years get through the next 5 years. Money that was to have been spent on the restructuring of Sydney's road system has been reallocated to what the Prime Minister described as a more worthy cause. Farmers are to receive financial assistance to help see them through the worst drought in over 50 years. A group of school children who were traveling in a privately chartered aeroplane on a sightseeing trip to celebrate the end of their exams were rescued earlier today from the sea just off the coast of Sydney. 5 minutes after taking off from Sydney Airport, the pilot radioed a mayday call and reported that he had lost power in both engines. The pilot attempted an emergency landing in the sea. The rescue operation was helped by the calm seas and the fact that the plane stayed afloat long enough for all the passengers to escape on life rafts. The passengers were then rescued by helicopters. The passengers thanked the pilot for saving their lives, but unfortunately, they lost their luggage. Newsreader. In Melbourne, the transport strike is now in its second day, with bus and train drivers still refusing to return to work. The strike is over a pay claim, and the union is threatening to extend the strike to other states if the government does not meet their demands. The government says that the union's demands are unreasonable. And finally, Qantas, Australia's national airline, is introducing a new uniform for its staff. The new uniform, designed by a leading Australian fashion designer, will be worn by all flight attendants from next month. The airline says that the new uniforms will help to promote a modern image of Australia.
Now turn to Section 3. Section 3. In this section, you will hear a conversation between a university student and a university lecturer. Look at questions 22 to 25. For each of the questions, 4 alternatives are given. Decide which of the alternatives best fits what you hear on the tape and circle the appropriate letter.
Section 3. Jason and Karen, now I asked you to look at the case study for Box Telecom as part of your exam assessment. Yes. We've prepared a joint presentation. Fine. Go ahead. Box Telecom is a major telecommunications company, which was established in the UK in 1989, when the government sold off the National Telephone Company. Karen. It now has operations in over 20 countries, and recently it has been buying up smaller companies in order to expand its operations. Box Telecom has grown rapidly over the last 10 years, and it now has over 100,000 employees. However, the company has been experiencing some problems. Yes, there has been a lot of competition in the telecommunications industry, and Box Telecom has lost market share in its home country. In addition, the company has been criticized for its customer service, which is often slow and inefficient. To address these issues, Box Telecom has introduced a number of initiatives. For example, it has invested in new technology to improve its network and has launched a new customer service training program. The company has also restructured its management team and has appointed a new CEO. These changes have started to show results, and the company's performance has begun to improve. Thank you, Jason and Karen. That was a clear and concise presentation.